station in Fresno. That's right, Fresno. That's where they're from. To discuss the situation and said that Derek Carr did not, check this out, did not want to go to a situation where he would be playing, but there was an entrenched quarterback already there. Such as, I don't know, Joe Burrow? So he decided to not go to Cincinnati. Let us discuss. The question, how does this picture look? How does the picture look for Derek Carr turning down the chance to play QB1 for the Cincinnati Bengals? So my observation on this, I've got bunk bed, cupcake, and Santa. We will put all of these things together, and we are going to make the gabagool. We're going to make the gabagool. Now, my first thought on this, number one. That's Derek Carr. This is like remember that documentary about the Monopoly game at McDonald's, which was rigged for years, that some dude was handing out winning tickets and then taking some of the money? Good documentary. It's called McMillions. This is like Derek Carr was given the winning Monopoly piece for the McDonald's game, and then went to take a number two, and instead of wiping his tuchus with toilet paper, he wiped his tuchus with the winning Monopoly piece, and then flushed it down the toilet. Like, what are you doing? Like, seriously, this is textbook running from the grind. It is it. Run, Forrest, run, Derek, run. You've got Jamar freaking Chase, who, by any measurement, is a top 5 receiver in the NFL. Jamar Chase on one side. You've got T. Higgins. And Derek Carr said, when given the opportunity, he was given the keys to the car, and he said, you know what? I don't think so. I don't want to do too well there, because then somebody else is going to get in the driver's seat, and I'll be upset by that. Yeah. You know what that is? That is Derek Carr validating every mean, cruel thing, every gas bag, blowhard, on radio, on TV, on the podcast, internet, all that stuff. Every cruel thing. Everything said about Derek Carr, he just validated. All the crap that we talked about him. And this is why Derek Carr remains Derek Carr. It makes you want to bang your head on the table. It's like, what are you doing? Joe Burrow is out for the year. It's a season-ending injury. He's not walking through that door. Does Derek Carr know what season-ending is? He's not coming back. Everybody knows it. All right, so Derek Carr could have taken the Bengals job, sat in the big chair as QB number 1, and taking the Bengals kind of wobbly right now, right? Not doing very well. He's kind of floating along. Bad football. And at least made them a playoff contender. They called him and said, hey, we know you're terrible and you're not a big game player and all that, but we still want you. We still want you. And Derek Carr looked around the AFC North and he saw Pittsburgh over there. He saw Baltimore. Baltimore's not that good this year. They saw Cleveland. Games are always, even though those teams are not that good this year, there's always a fist fight in the phone to look at those teams. And Cincinnati just needed someone to guide the ship. And he said, I'm good. I don't want to do that. I'm not interested. He said, no thanks. And passing on a chance, a golden opportunity. Like, the whole argument was he didn't want to play. He wanted to play in the NFL. He didn't want to play for the Saints because they're a bad team. And this also confirms that. Like, seriously. Anyone is good as an entrenched quarterback. He's 34 years old. No, he's not going to sign a 10-year contract. No one's going to sign him to a 10-year contract. It's not going to happen. And you have an opportunity here with a team. If you win a few games, you got two stud receivers. Just throw the ball to them. They'll catch it. They'll make you look good. And that's the job. And he turned the job down. You know who would have taken that call and that opportunity in a heartbeat? Half the NFL would have taken that. Half the NFL. So Carr is the Mr. Softy machine. And Mr. Softy truck there. He's the machine in the Mr. Softy truck. And so last I checked, I might be wrong on this. I don't think the NFL's summer camp, meaning that you don't get to pick the bunk bed next to your best friend. You just have to sleep where they tell you to sleep. And so sometimes that means, yeah, go to Cincinnati and hang out with annoying people like Justin in Cincinnati and people like that. And you take the best opportunity. You ball out. You just go out there, you ball out. If you're good enough, you know, things will figure it out. They'll figure it out. And if you play well, the Bengals will send you somewhere else and you'll go to a team and all that. And Derek Carr, there is a dimension where he could have gone to Cincinnati and eaten tons of Skyline chili and tossed the ball to Jamar Chase and make the playoffs and maybe even win a playoff game, and then there would have been a big giant bag of cash waiting there at the end of the rainbow. And instead, he chose his feelings over football. That's dumb. Now here's the story I love out of Nashville. Remember, the rule of the show: bad teams make good talk radio. And there's a terrible team called the Tennessee Titans. And they've got a rookie quarterback who was drafted number 1 overall, Cam Ward, who made a bold decree this week. Cam Ward, despite being a pathetic pro football player, speaking to The Athletic behind a paywall, the old gray lady, The Athletic, Cam Ward gave himself a letter grade for his performance through the first 6 weeks of the NFL season. Did he give himself an A? How about a B? No. How do you give yourself a C? No. How about an F? He said, quote, I am not playing how I want to play right now, so once I play how I want to play, I think the league will be F. So he again used the word F. Now he uses the word we're not allowed to say. He didn't say pork. He said, oh, there was a different word. For some reason it starts with an F. So the question is, give me your reaction. Give me your reaction to Cam Ward giving himself an F grade for his performance as a rookie with the Tennessee Titans. So I loved it with a capital L. I thought this was great. And I come in here 5 days a week. I got the podcast don't know football without telling me you don't know football. Right? The problem is his vision is lacking. He's not processing. He's not making quick enough decisions. Not processing what the defense is doing. The game is too fast for him. And as for Cam Ward saying that once I play how I want to play, the league will be F. That's another quote. So this is rather simple. He is believing. Don't tell me. Show me, right? The league is not exactly shaking in their boots for Cam Ward at this point with his 67.3 passer rating and a guy that gets sacked, and it's a gift to the defense 3 or 4 times every game. Regardless of that, I'll give him this. He's not hiding from it. Unlike Derek Carr, who spent a career running from it, he's not. So if you're going to be bad, at least be like Cam Ward. Be bad, but say, hey, I'm bad. Don't be like Derek Carr. Run from them a little puppy sticker. I know Danny in Nashville's excited about that. He's in Miami now. So he is failing Cam Ward, but he's not failing in self-awareness. So that's good. All right, final point. To Cleveland we go. Another dumpster fire. Now, not the Browns. Interesting story in Major League Baseball. And we have new information out on the gambling all-star of Major League Baseball. Now, we know that the Guardians closer, Emmanuel Clase, was placed on the non-disciplinary decision to commissioners list by Major League Baseball, right? So the NFL used to have that. This was back in July. Somehow, Cleveland made the playoffs. Now, this was all part of a gambling investigation where he was helping his buddies out. As I understand it, his friends win a few bucks. You can bet on every pitch on the different gambling apps. And so he was telling them, or they were telling him, either way, hey, first pitch when you come in, make sure it's a ball. I'm going to bet a couple G's on it. I'll win some money. And he got away with it for a while, apparently, and then eventually the gambling companies, which are not in it to lose money, figured out there's some funny business going on, and they put the kibosh on that. And so the Major League Baseball, the gambling places red flags the pitcher. They went to Major League Baseball, who's a partner, and then that's how this all went down. And so unusual betting patterns, like a guy that has amazing control, every other time he comes in out of the bullpen, the first pitch is going to hit the mascot on top of the dugout. It's tough. So he was put on leave. Luis Ortiz, another pitcher, was also put on leave. I bring all this up because we've now learned that Emmanuel Clase, his Major League Baseball career is over. That according to insider Hector Gomez, who tells us that Clase will never pitch in Major League Baseball again. Verboten. He's been outlawed. If Major League Baseball has indeed uncovered the smoking gun evidence through text messages and other digital information that Clase gambled on baseball or was advising gamblers and tanking pitches for gamblers, he would be banned for life from Major League Baseball. So the question, what is your position on the currently suspended Cleveland Guardians closer Emmanuel Clase being possibly permanently banned for gambling by Major League Baseball? So on this one, he is getting charbroiled based on the reporting. There is no wiggle room on this based on the reporting, and he's done. Benito, Gonzo, bye-bye, all of that. And he's going to be placed in the Major League Baseball wood chipper. And this guy's not as well known because he covers the Latin world, but this guy Hector Gomez is really good. Like, he's much better than like John Heyman or those hacks. This guy's much better, Hector Gomez. And when he says irrefutable evidence, I believe this guy's plugged in with the Latin American ball players. This guy knows everything as an insider there, and he knows which way the wind is blowing and why the wind's blowing that way and how long the wind's going to blow that way. So Clase not coming back would be the Pete Rose experience without the all-time hits record. Catastrophic screw-up for the Cleveland baseball team, formerly known as the Indians. This was supposed to be the golden trade chip for the Cleveland baseball team. Emmanuel Clase, 27 years old, 3-time All-Star, got the nasty cutter, great control, unless he wants to throw a pitch to the ball because his buddies bet on it. They could have flipped him to the Yankees or the Cubs, for example. Class A ends up on the Santa list, the naughty list. And the good news is he can now have dinner with Trevor Bauer, Julio Urias, and Yasiel Puig, who all happen to play for the Dodgers and are also shadow banned by Major League Baseball. They're not allowed in polite society in Major League Baseball. They don't have lifetime bans, but somehow all 30 teams in baseball don't want a former Cy Young winning pitcher, a former all-star outfielder, or a young flame-throwing pitcher in won a World Series with the Dodgers. All those guys are off limits now. The only thing, and my only advice here for Class A is to take a page out of Chris Carter's playbook. And I know this does work with Major League Baseball. And before you get sentenced to the Winter League in Siberia, and that's the only way you can play baseball, my advice is to go Chris Carter. Gotta have a guy worked for Ohtani. I saw Ohtani last night on my TV playing in the National League Championship Series. I didn't see him in jail. I saw him playing in the NLCS. He wasn't banished to play in the Mexican League. And Ohtani, what did he do? He used the interpreter card from the bottom of the deck. He played this interpreter card. He used the excuse that he's the dumbest person in the world, that he had no financial sense, no savviness with his money, and he allowed millions and millions of his money to be swirled away by his interpreter, and it was completely clueless because he's the village idiot, Shohei Ohtani. And that worked. That baseball said, you know what? We make so much money from Japan. We believe you're an idiot. We believe you're a moron. We're going for it. Yes. So otherwise, that's Class A can say, I don't speak English well. It's not. That's my issue there. My interpreter is the one that told me to throw the pitch, and I don't even know what that means. And all this. But otherwise, baseball has a zero tolerance policy. Like, you can do PEDs. You can, unless you're, a couple of guys we mentioned who have been banned, but there's other pitchers that Aroldis Chapman, the Red Sox, getting the dust up with a woman in your bag, in a bar fight. You don't hear about that, but the gambling stuff, yeah, that's not good. The only way you're guaranteed to win in sports gambling is if you're fixing. Sports gambling, that's not the only way. You're guaranteed to win. I like doing it, and I have fun with it. I know that more likely than not, it's not going to work out in the end. Anyway, it is the Ben Maller Show. If you'd like to be part, 877-99 on Fox, 877-996-6369. We will press on here. We'll take your calls and the whole thing. And straight ahead from the hunted to the hunter and a big game name. We'll get to those stories and we will do it next. It's the MLB postseason. You guys want baseball? NLCS is gone! We've got you covered on Fox Sports Radio. If you need up to $5,000, go to WeFixMoney.com. WeFixMoney.com is the name you can trust. It's free to use, available 24/7, and you're never required to accept any loan offer. Some lenders offer same-day funding. If you need up to $5,000, type WeFixMoney.com directly into your browser. WeFixMoney.com has been helping customers for 15 years and has an A rating with the Better Business Bureau. So if you need cash for credit card bills, car repairs, child care, or anything else, go to WeFixMoney.com. Make sure you type WeFixMoney.com directly in your browser. Go to the company you trust. WeFixMoney.com. Just fill in the information and get an answer in minutes at WeFixMoney.com. So if you need cash for up to $5,000, go to WeFixMoney.com. That's WeFixMoney.com. 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 High quality meat, unbeatable freshness, and a family-style commitment to care. That's the Heartland's difference. Heartland Steak Co. is your go-to source for premium Midwest meats, delivered straight to your door. Whether you're hosting a backyard barbecue, planning weeknight dinners, or giving someone the gift of Midwest flavor, Heartland Steak Co. is perfect for any occasion. Hand-cut and hand-picked from the Heartland. Our premium selection includes USDA prime and choice beef, all natural pork, chicken, and more. Save time and money with easy online ordering and expertly assembled specials. Grill master packages, freezer Oh, the sweet sound. We do sports. We're talking about sports. I get paid to yell and call for people to get fired. This is Fox Sports Radio, the premier sports lineup in the nation. The most fearless voice in sports is on FS1. The one and only Colin Cowherd is bold, unique, and outspoken. Wow. You can see him on the herd. Weekdays at noon Eastern on FS1 in the Fox Sports app. Bill Miller and you. It is the Ben Maller Show up all night, every single night. And you can interact with the live show. And how do you do that? You call in at 877-99 on Fox. Also on the X machine at Ben Maller. You can support the show by downloading the podcast. We'll be up at the end of this hour. Been here all night. Fresh hot takes. At Ben Maller on X. Also the YouTube page. Two of them. Kept that moniker. That is my alias. That is my. I have multiple personalities. Do you have multiple personalities? Alex, I can't tell. What's your like mom call your dad? Or who do they call you? You're in trouble. Do they call you Alejandro? Do they call you Alex the rest of the time? No, they call me Flaco. Flaco means skinny in Spanish. Oh, you're a real skinny guy? Yeah. Not anymore. I'm 36 now. More gordito now, huh? My mom, when I was in trouble, my mom would say, Benjamin, you get right over here, Benjamin. I knew I was getting my ass kicked at that point. I was done. Other than that, man, I just wanted to say, man, your show's the best, bro. Like, it keeps me up. I do, like, night shift, so. Oh, cool. What kind of work you got going on there? I work with industrial batteries and electricity.
What the hell? Jordan always wore his shoes. Oh. What the hell? Derek never played for my team. What the fuck? Jordan never did that move. Oh. Let me see the tongue. What the fuck? I mean, this episode is what the. Ignore the Derek Carr fake news. I changed the name of the show. You have to pull out the tongue. Here's my Donovan Mitchell's pulled out the tongue. Ooh, what the hell? Spider-Man. Jordan never wore that shoe. Whoa, whoa, Spider-Man. They're talking about Derek Carr again.
What did he say? I don't even know. Said it's Dick and Dayton, folks. Oh, are you Dick and Dayton, sir? No, I am Mark in Central Phoenix. Oh, not Flagstaff, not Scottsdale, not Mesa. You're in the Valley of the Sun? All right, hold on, Marcel. Yeah. What are you upset? What are you complaining about, Mark? Well, you were bagging on Derek Carr. Sure, he's mediocre mid-range quarterback, but at least he got to be in the NFL. Here's the deal. The way he came across, you're like bagging on his character when the guy last year, when you realized he was going to have to rehab all year, decided not to occupy a roster spot with the Saints and suck $30 million off their payroll. He decided he would, quote, air quotes, retire. And you believe that's actually what happened? Well, I mean, he did get a $10 million roster bonus, and after that is when he retired. So I think the dollar signs were part of it. But at the same time, also, I kind of think, like we mentioned later in the broadcast, was, maybe he didn't want to play for the Saints anymore. That's part of it. But backing up the money train and not jumping on board, it seemed to me from what... Well, it's not even about the money. It's about the opportunity that the Bengals have two stud wide receivers. If you're a quarterback, why would you not want to play with a team that has two stud wide receivers and quarterbacks out for the year? That's the perfect situation. Because you're
Why? Because the Bengals have a really good tight end right now.
They're top shelf. But the thing was, I figured that I was unaware that he was even offered the opportunity by Cincinnati. But
this guy Noah is biblical. They got this guy named Noah.
That's it. He was injured and he was going to be rehabbed. Everyone's injured that plays football. They're all hurt. Anyway, I just know that. You're very angry. Why are you so angry? What's wrong with you? Well, I just figured that, with the character and integrity, something, not that much about. I'm gathering at times. Look at that. He just took a shot. You see that, Lorena? This douchebag took a shot at me, this guy. Look at that.
You need a battery check.
Another phone tough guy. Another phone tough guy, this guy. Look at this guy. Anyway, do I lose my qualifications to call back on a no, I don't care. As long as you're not left on the seven people that call 9, feel free. It's not the same. League, like, wow, it's a lot of. The thing is, it does occupy time. Well, the rule is, though, if you call up more than like one time, like a regular, you got a nickname. That's the rule. So, Marky COP, we'll go with that eventually. I think, how about douchey? We'll call you that. All right, thank you, though. I appreciate it. Yeah, all right, I got to. Thank you. About him, Marcel. What do you think of that call, Marcel? From Arizona, that dude in Phoenix. Okay, let's go. We have Mike in New Hampshire wants to say hello to you. Hello, Mike in New Hampshire. You're on with Marcel in Brooklyn, Mike. Congratulations on your beating me on the Mallet Militia feud. And this time next week, I'm going to revenge you back. How about that? Hey, Marcel, I'm here to revenge you with the toilet over the head. How would you like the toilet over the head from an Italian leprechaun, buddy? Beep, 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 beep. All right, that's enough. That's enough. Just say block it, and it's going to be very block you from now on. So, excuse me, do you know what it means when the levee broke? I hope the levee breaks right on top of your head down in New Orleans. Now on top of that guy's head, too, who just called.
The Chevy to the levee.
Put Mike in New Hampshire to block it and export it, please. All right, I'll put him on timeout. Random caller.
The Nike missile fired by the United States would destroy San Francisco.
Hello? Okay. Well, anyway.
The Nike missile program A Nike missile will blow up directly over San Francisco, destroying so the Russians can't use it. You only use a Nike if you can run a marathon. Yeah, if you want to run 24 miles and get out of the city in one day and get nuked. Yeah, we have Nike missile silos in San Francisco. They fired basically right above the Golden Gate Bridge. And hopefully it can take out all the planes in the air that are flying over San Francisco going to other targets. You only deploy a Nike if there's a bunch of, if you see a marathon, when you see a marathon being run in the air over your city. Hamburg would be the best city that needed the Nike. It's like this. If they had Nike at Hiroshima, Hiroshima could have fired the Nike and it would have taken out the plane. So it's still a nuke, but we can have a nuke higher up in the air. You just want to you want to nuke the enemy really high in the air, okay? Then the people on the ground can't complain about it, okay? I mean, if they want to shoot their Nikes in San Francisco, I'm down here. It's not going to hit me. I'll live with the fallout. Now I'm hitting the 38-minute, and I stopped listening to the radio and let some thoughts out. Sorry.
Want to boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free.
I heard a crazy Ric Flair story today. That Ric Flair used to dress up as a woman and sit on Blackjack Mulligan's lap. And one night they were having their hotel party, and in the morning there were a bunch of dead bodies. It's the craziest Ric Flair story I ever heard. I heard this story that Ric Flair was dressing up as a woman and sitting on Blackjack Mulligan's lap. So I'm going into my history and I'm scrolling down to where I saw this shit. And it was today. I probably watched 60 or 80 videos today. So it's just the most recent Ric Flair. Stevie Richards complaining about Triple H today, so I don't have to. Good job, Stevie. Fuck Bruce Pritchard and Mark Calloway. Where is this Ric Flair video? I'm looking for it. When you scroll vertically, you add like a lot into your watch list. So you end up, I'm scrolling through my vertical surfing history right now. Now I'm back on yesterday, so I can scroll up. I'm gonna find this Ric Flair video I saw. About Ric Flair in a hotel, waking up in a hotel room with a bunch of dead bodies on the floor. Multiple dead bodies, and none of the genders, they didn't even record the genders. Ric Flair is the ugliest woman on earth. See that he dresses up as a woman in his hotel room, and he sits on Blackjack's lap, and then he potentially, for entertainment purposes, this story said that Ric Flair killed a lot of people. So what the hell did I watch? The craziest story I'd seen in a long time. I go through. Here we go. Stunned by wrestling. Okay. This is a real channel. You want to see this shit? You think I'm making this shit up? We're looking at Stunned by Wrestling. These insane Ric Flair stories. These are legit insane Ric Flair stories. Ric Flair. Look at this crazy ass. Yeah, Stunned by Wrestling. Back everything I say. As long as I quote my source. He's got 91,000 subs. Look at this freak. Look at the freak. Man, they showed me the freak for half a second.
Then 500 squats.
He's doing 500 squats. Look at that's Ric Flair. He used to dress up as a woman and sit on Blackjack's lap. And then this story says they don't know who killed everybody. Blackjack and Flair were looking at each other when the sun came up. And everybody was dead in the hotel room because he was dressed up as a woman. That's what I heard. YouTube is really hard on wrestlers, you know. That's some crazy shit. I'm gonna have to share this. I'll create a post. Yeah. Create a post. So you can click on it. I'm just going to say, ask me anything on this post. If you're confused about why I'm posting this story about Ric Flair, the ugliest woman of all time, waking up in a hotel room with a bunch of dead bodies and Blackjack Mulligan, and then nobody saying shit about it, I believe it. I believe it. They showed they gave the interview with Blackjack, was talking about it. Yeah. This Chaotic Bliss is here at the 45-minute mark. We made it 15 minutes early on average. Miss Bliss. So, week 7, ignore Derek Carr. They're talking about crazy talk on my radio. I get the scores in 10 minutes, okay? We'll get the scores before the episode's over.
New Hampshire, who was just talked about. Hello, Mike. Welcome.
We get use phone calls.
More impression of me by Regina. I mean,
You want to see? Let me show you something.
Mike, who would you like to partner up with, Mike?
Who?
Well, we're gonna win this, so
You ever watch 95 to 7 the game live chat?
And let's see here.
Let's take a look.
Let's go with Eeny, Meeny, Miny,
Are they even live right now?
Edward is in San Antonio.
They're not.
Hello, Edward. Welcome.
This channel had a 12-hour show today, 8,000 viewers
Lucky day. You want to play with
for
Maria
95
or
7 the game. Okay. This is, you know, and I just made that post. This is a shame right here. Okay, let's please.
6. All right. Let's go with. Let's see here. I want to go with here. I think that the word I want to use, I think, is 2 words. So let me see if I can do something else here. Let's go with.
I gotta worry that Cali Place isn't catched up
How
on
about
the last.
oatmeal?
So I got my six donuts. $1.
Okay. All right. Edward. Wow. The clue I'm going to give you: Snickerdoodle. Grit. What? You've never had Snickerdoodle grits? What's wrong with you, Coop? What are you wrong? Don't listen to Ben's terrible clues. Listen to my clue. Well, now I think I think we've got it here. Let's go with Snickerdoodle grits. Yes.
I mean,
They're very
95.7 the game.
There's a lot of them.
No way out. Guaranteed. No way out.
How about shortbread? Porridge. No! Come on, you're mocking me, dude. You're mocking me. Wait, I said storage?
Oh, my venom's gone.
Porridge, even worse.
My venom is gone.
It's cookie. The cookie. Oatmeal cookie. Snickerdoodle cookie. Shortbread cookie.
When your grandpa be shopping at that Walgreens prescription, he can get the venom. He can get the venom. 180 milligrams of caffeine for $1.50. Plus real sugar. 150 milligrams of real sugar. So you're not sleeping. Or
How about it, motorist, Mike? Driver? Yes!
ding, 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 ding.
Pick another number, Mike. Hurry up! 4.
Pick a number 100. I pick 100.
Number 4. All right, let's go with. Let me see here. Oh boy. I'm gonna get to it, but how about residue?
Me and Residue go way back. I'm on that Residue gang. You got Residue? Come on, let's find some. I'm flaky. My palms are flaky.
Express Employment Professionals makes hiring easy. Forget about posting jobs, sifting through resumes, being ghosted in interviews with unqualified applicants. Move up to the pros with ExpressPros.com. With Express, you can lower contingent labor costs and
I get to be grandpa now. I don't have to compete with the punk kids.
in your area. So when it's time to hire, they have the talent you need ready to go to work. When you're ready to improve your hiring efficiency, choose Express. Go to ExpressPros.com to find the location near you. That's ExpressPros.com. MLB postseason.
So I was watching a Spanish lady, and she called. Do you know what the Spanish lady called me? Cuatro que. She called me Quattro K because 4K is uno, dos, tres, cuatro. That's me. I was like, yeah, Quattro K. Quattro K. Quattro. In Japan, they call me Yon K because it 4 is Yon. Okay. Let's learn foreign languages. Let's use the NFL to learn how to say words in Chinese. But you pick a word. Whoa. I just picked up, you want the count?
7722. Again, 800-894-7722. You owe back taxes to the IRS. Whether it's due to job loss, a divorce, a new business venture, or you just didn't file your taxes, don't lose hope.
I think there's 18 left.
Now available that can help you and may reduce or even eliminate what you owe the IRS. With the cost of living affecting
Okay, now my sub counter is at 1628. Okay, and now it says 1610. So it's about we about to hit.
to call to get relief options. With over 1,000 5-star Google reviews and an
So we're about 1630 now.
TRA is America's trusted choice for real tax relief. Relief options are now available that can give you a fresh start and peace of mind.
Glitching.
Tax nightmare today by calling our tax relief hotline. Dial 800-390.
Checking my dashboard. 1629 is here. All right. Sub up, one sub away. That's why. You can touch screen. I'm still paused at the Ric Flair photo, and I can still see my new. I can still see the active chat, right? One sub away from 1630. That means 2 subs this episode. It's an easy episode. Don't rush, guys, but I mean, an easy episode. I sat here, I didn't even say anything for like 20 minutes. Come on. That lag, it'll take half a day to hit 1630. 3 subs a day, that's way too much. 2 is like good. Oh yeah, come on, sub it up and share the show. It's 1 minute before 3 a.m. We're about to get the scores of the baseball game. And they should say the Pittsburgh Penguins lost to the Anaheim Ducks. Thankfully. So we might get some hockey scores. A single baseball game score. They might make the same Derek Carr joke. Is it? I mean, they only have 1 or 2 good jokes. Like, once you figure out what topic they're on next hour. It's going to be an Interstate 95 joke that nobody's going to watch the World Series because it's a West Coast. They probably joke about television ratings.
And here's what you need to know. The Dodgers want a top
playoff-seeded Milwaukee to go up 2-0 in the National League Championship Series. 5-1 the final over the Brewers as Yoshinobu Yamamoto pitched a complete Game 3 hitter. In fact, Dodgers starting pitchers in their last 3 starts have only allowed 6 hits total, 6 for 75 at the plate. There hadn't been a complete game in a Major League playoff game since 2017. Jackson Chourio of the Brewers, a leadoff homer on the first pitch, but the Milwaukee offense, the rest of the game, went 2 for 30. The Dodgers host Game 3 Thursday afternoon with Tyler Glasnow on the mound. The ALCS was off. The Mariners lead 2-0 after 2 road wins against Toronto. Game 3 is on FS1 in Seattle Wednesday night. In the NHL, Montreal in overtime beat Seattle. Washington an overtime winner against Tampa Bay. And the Dallas Mavericks gave coach Jason Kidd a multi-year extension. I'm Steve DeSager.
Okay, now I will not forget that Jason Kidd is going to be in Dallas probably the rest of his career. I mean, I like the move, Jason Kidd. I mean, you never know what they're going to say at the drop of the hour. When you throw up the LA gang sign, you put the L with your right hand. I want to put an L up with my left hand because it's your left hand. But you put your right hand up, and then you put the A. Jason Kidd was a guy that won slam dunk contests in college. So he's not in the NBA. He didn't dunk a lot, but in college, Jason never became the dunker he was. He became a 3-point shooter and a point guard. He changed his game in the pros. You have to. But you know, Shaq played the same game in the college as he did. So did Jordan. You don't. Some players started out the way they finished. They're better than the Spurs. Okay, look, I'm a Utah Jazz fan. I don't know. I'm not gonna be from this point on. I'm disenfranchised. I don't follow the Jazz. But I got Utah Jazz shoes. I just was pulling up. This is Utah Jazz shoe, right? Yeah, this is a Utah Jazz Spider-Man shoe. I'm still more likely to buy whatever shoe the best player on Utah Jazz has. It's a Spider-Man shoe. And it's basically red.
We work it hard. Don't watch them one bit.
And one of the most common colors in sport is orange. So you put it next to the Bengals. This is orange. This is red. But it's almost matches. Okay. Your Spider-Man, blue. That's the color of his modern uniform. He's got the logo. It's the fucking Spider-Man. And this shoe fell apart. Like, I would not recommend this shoe. Back when it was hot in San Francisco when I first got this shoe, you could tell the heel melts away. You just every time you step on something hot, your heel melts. Okay. It's not an inner city boot. I wear combat boots around the city, right? Let me show you the bottom of the combat boot. I'm pulling up the right boot.
I can't control the
Okay.
natural action I have on my fastball. Like, some people just
And
have
the
that
heel.
gift, and I have a natural fastball that would hit him in his nose.
You want the now fight.
Place to win somewhere else. Flying catch, he wasn't sleeping.
There's also just cigarette ash on the boat.
Then you're happy.
Be very careful with anything that touches the ground. In this city, well, you don't want to touch the ground. Okay. There's a lot of rocks in the street. Like asphalt has like little rocks sticking out of it. There's always like fucking asphalt, raw concrete. And there's jagged little pieces of metal in the sidewalk everywhere around here. Okay. Yeah, the Boots. That's a good song. It's in Apocalypse Now. Part of the Apocalypse Now soundtrack. Which has a 3-hour version, which is really good for for 8 o'clock movies and 12 o'clock lunch. Typical Army day. They make a 3-hour version just so the Army guys can watch it. I've still got half a donut left here. I missed hot lunch today, but I got a chicken breast off the bench by the elevator. So I went to the elevator and somebody had put in an extra lunch down on the damn. I ate chicken breast before I went shopping. I wasn't hungry. Didn't make impulse buys. I made it to Target. I ate 8 ounces of cheese. I paid $4, which is still ridiculous, but what? It's really not a good price. 7 ounces for $4. What's that? So I cold cuts, sliced beef, right? That's right. I ate it with tortilla chips and cheese, and I'll hit my broccoli. I'll get steamed broccoli. My government steamed broccoli tomorrow, I hope.
Couple of 40-plus-year-old quarterbacks going out there slinging it. Last time this happened, only time it happened, Tom Brady, Drew Brees.
Broccoli with the coffee. See, my drink is empty. I could only drink water, maybe kind of clean my mug, and I'll be drinking. Where that free government coffee at? Ooh, I'm gonna take 20 ounces, please. What there used to be the Carl Budding Lunch Club. I want to. It's so hard to find that shit. It's so hard to find that shit. Not even Mr. Lunchable. See, Mr. Beach was trying to sell those Beast lunches, but you actually have to have a product to sell it, and there's actually nothing for sale. If American had money, you couldn't afford a scooter. Okay, you can buy a scooter, but where are you going to charge it? You can't afford the electricity. You don't deserve to waste the electricity. You already have a phone in your pocket and you don't stream, so why should you be allowed to zip around on a two-wheel scooter? I didn't ever have one. I still buy a regular Lunchable because you can get them for $1.25, $1.25 like once a month. So with the Butterfinger, if it's got the Butterfinger, and the cheese and the ham. I pay for that shit. I'll have 5 of those things for dinner. I don't care. Okay, that five Lunchables for $6 is a good deal. It's just cheese and meat and crackers with, and then you'll get 5. I'd still get 5 Butterfingers. It's acceptable. It's on the what my money's worth. $1.25 is a very rare price to get a Lunchable, but it happens. This lighter is the bad one. Where's my? We gonna need a battery check. Hey, we hit 5 minutes past 1 hour. Should I do 100 more calf raises? Do you dare me? Do you dare me? You think blown out after 100? I mean, did you count how many calf raises I did? I know how many I did. I think I did 130. I'm gonna say 100 heel to the floor and 30 bounces. Okay, I'm gonna take my socks off. I do lean on the wall, so I'm just to lock in. You gotta lock in your form. As a kid, I would just, you just put your hand. I'm smoking. The hardest thing to get is salsa. Okay, I mean, just all you need is salsa. You can use raw tortilla on salsa. Okay, salsa is hard to obtain. Salsa, you go to a restaurant, they got 50 gallons of it, but they're going, the restaurant's going out of business. Okay, so salsa is kind of hoarded for customers to take as much as they want, and it's not really created to be sold in quantities under 10 ounces. If you probably get a can of paste picante sauce. Paste picante sauce is not salsa. Okay, it is in between. It's in between. I can buy cans of paste for $4 roughly, maybe on sale under $3 sometimes. Okay. Salsa just does a lot of good things for so you don't choke. That's right. So you don't choke. And every time you order a McDonald's, you want to go like this right when you pay, because you want water so you don't choke. And you have to say, this food is a choking hazard. All food is a choking hazard. So fork over some water with it, man. No choking, And you wanna go lean in. And I don't wanna choke. For theatrical purposes, you wanna enter the one time you raise your voice at the cash register. You want to, get your personality through the, somebody might get choked. Somebody might get choked. I can't get a water because I'm a fucking paying customer. I'm here picking up my shit, and they took away the water fountain. You couldn't even have a self-serve spigot of water at any single restaurant in this city. We'll sell you a cup of noodles, but you want some hot water for that shit? You're out of line, bro. Bro, you're out of line. You better drool into that cup. Like, if I keep drooling on these noodles, I can eat them. That's what you'll be eating, raw noodles. And even my sister, as civilized as she is, she'd eat raw ramen in the 90s. Like, so I wouldn't ask you to do anything. Yeah, I mean, or just eat them. Because even in prison, they got hot water. Or just water. And I'm paying my fucking money. And I'm making this show so everybody in the world can realize that KFC has the mayo. KFC has mayonnaise. And you can get it with their rip-off prices. They might be ripping you off on a bucket of 20 piece, right? But you can still get like 20 mayo. Tell them, man, this is like, I need mayo on every single piece in that bucket. I'm gonna mayo it up. Okay? You can get ripped off. Half the time, they have the nerve to say, we don't have that mayo. No, oh no, we don't have mayo. That's when they'll try to pull some shit, bro. I'll straight cancel my order. What are you talking about? You don't have mayo. No, you can refund my shit, okay? I don't think Chipotle has mayo. Do you think Chipotle has mayo? They ain't about getting ripped off. They just don't keep mayo. KFC has that Heinz mayo. That's premium, okay? They have premium mayo. Everybody knows KFC is a strange place to eat butter. They have that KFC butter. It melts in your pocket, but it's the rarest KFC butter. I mean, most people don't even eat it. You gonna pay for that KFC biscuit, and you ain't even gonna. You don't know how to use the butter. Chaotic Bliss, me and you, we going out. We getting 3 biscuits for $2. Okay. We getting that deal on biscuits, because I only pay 59 cents a biscuit. Where I come from, that's where the biscuits were. Nowadays, they want $2.29 for a biscuit at best. You'll be microwaving it at cake. I think I can go and have that right now at $3.18. I could get a biscuit. Because they stocked the shelf at 3 a.m. The biscuits are still on the shelf right now. You want that kit? You want that 7-Eleven biscuit? It's actually a really cheap product. They don't price gouge on the biscuit. It's a $6.19. I'm 14 minutes over the hour. I didn't get the analytics on this episode. I'm totally reading the chat, but the chat is not visible on screen. So I'm gonna take down the live. Teddy B from San Francisco is down. Chat might pop up. If anybody says anything else, it'll be seen. The Texans and Vikings have the week off. So does Derek Carr. He has the year off. And Derek Carr would put Jamar Chase and T. Higgins straight into the hospital. Wishing Derek Carr luck on his surgery, because he's not even cleared to play medically. See, the Bengals got a quarterback who can pass a physical. You can actually, see, the Bengals don't have cripples like Fred Warner. But the 49ers need to straight cut that dude. Cut that guy. Did the 49ers cut for Fred Warner? Or is he still fucking... Is that fucker still on the roster? He is currently not on the roster. Good. Clarify. Don't play 17 games a year, kids. Don't play 17 games. Don't be like Fred Warner trying to play 7. I'm trying to tell Matthew Stafford, come on, let's see Stetson Bennett play. Let's see Jimmy Garoppolo play. At this rate, the 49ers, the Rams could play Jimmy Garoppolo as a starter to beat the 49ers. That's some 17 games. Do not play 17 games a year. Do not. Thinking you're going to be healthy for the Super Bowl. You have to be some kind of piece of shit who went to Brigham Young University, who likes stat padding and holding back. This guy couldn't give one start to another guy on the roster. He's like, no man. 16 games is the all-time standard. As long as I play 16. But you know what? Fuck everybody. Y'all ain't shit. You didn't go to Brigham Young. I'm some kind of Superman. Okay, you think you're Superman? Fred Warner got taken out by another 49er. Because they don't give a shit about you, Fred. 27 coming back to play next week, and whatever number, you gotta burn those Fred Warner jerseys. BYU is BYU. That's one. They always score 52. Usually, they actually play good football. Historically, they think BYU is as big a deal as a pro football team. Yeah. So you waste your time playing. He's washed. He should go back to college, finish your education, Mr. Fred. Okay, they'll have a hall. You're gonna donate half your salary. They're gonna bury you on the campus. They're gonna testimonials in the temple of Fred. He's some kind of goddamn deity, dude. He's like the Black Rambo, Mormon Black Rambo. Everybody's like, yeah, he's the brother. He's one of the brothers. He sucked my ass, dude. He had never good at nothing. He could stop some runs. He could stuff up some plays that weren't gonna. He never saved no touchdown. He's not like, oh, Fred Warner saving touchdowns. No, he's just a trash ass middle linebacker who gets some tackles because he doesn't come off the field. Yeah, he's a fucking Mormon Black Rambo. He was like the current. He was as big as Karl Malone. He's up here with the mailman. Dude, I'm the mailman. Do you think I approve of the new mailman? He's getting deliveries to his hospital bed. He's like, man, the mailman didn't want to walk up the sidewalk. I don't know if I'm gonna survive. Okay. Better be growing chickens. He about to be talking about, like living on the farm. Well, we got chickens for the community. Fucking Uncle Tom ass motherfucker. That's what he is, Uncle Tom. He has nothing on Karl Malone. Karl Malone is the GOAT. Because the Mormons will tolerate, raping children. That's what they do. Oh, she was only 12? Well, shit, bro. That's what we do, bro. But just boo, 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 boo. Okay. And the Mormons will just look at the Masons and be like, oh, well, all the Pennsylvanians, they just rape their own kids. So what's going to happen? I think I was hinting at this earlier this episode or earlier today. In the future, when the Mormons and the Masons go to war, I think the Masons will win because the Mormons have too many women in one household. So I mean, Fred Warner is the type of guy who couldn't have sex in college. They'd kick his ass out. They'd be like, oh, you had sex once. Well, then you can't play. You know, lives in this oppressive world where you keep 10 women in one house and you ban sex. They might as well put shock collars on the kids in Chicago because they got kicked out. You know, the Mormons got kicked out of Chicago because they would be getting shot up in Chicago. Okay, Chicago was the murder capital because they kick everybody out. Even Brigham Young couldn't hang. When it comes now, Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh, they pushed out all the black people downtown to build the Penguins igloo. The igloo got destroyed. Either way, all the black people in Pittsburgh got forced to move to Detroit. Detroit is just a wannabe Pittsburgh, but still Rust Belt. Mormons couldn't survive Chicago. They got exiled. They think there's some motherfucking Jews wandering around Salt Lake City. They think they're the chosen people, these Latter-day Saints, bro. Dude, fuck those people and their shit. And Charlie Kirk trying to, you know, giving away free tickets to the Mormons to come watch them. Help me talk out of the right side of my mouth. Okay. I want to appeal to the Mormons. Okay. Hey Mormons. And I'm trying to appeal. I'm trying to talk. I'm pretending I'm one of you. Right? Yeah. Just wait till you have 100 grandmas with no children. What does AI say about the future of the Mormon women? What happens when you hit 100 and you were all married to the same guy? I just want to know. You have 10 women all hitting 100, talking about, oh, we lost he was about 25 when we passed, and we're still faithful. You know, they're all in government. They all line up in government aid together. We all live in the same house. We lost our one man. The one man left us. They're like, we're gonna go fuck other men. I need 10 women. And we're gonna keep you 100 years, and none of those other guys are gonna notice. You think we don't notice? Let me speak up. You think we don't notice? They think we don't notice. They're basically keeping women in far conditions worse than Palestine hostages. That's right. Free Palestine, free the women of Utah. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking the enemy. I'm talking my enemy. I'm talking my shit-stained opponents, the people who can outvote me. Whatever, fuck them. It's me versus the world. The only way I can tolerate my life is swinging on everybody. Okay? Free the women of Utah. You're damn right. There's hundreds of women, thousands. There's a million women in Utah being oppressed, being forced to live in sexless marriages. Sure, maybe they all have sex with their husband. It could be like an orgy, 8 women and 1 man. But that's not natural. Okay, there's nothing natural about how it's just sick people, bro, and sick people, bro. The sickest on earth, bro. They're the sickest people on earth. They make fun of, when you make fun of America, there's 3 big ethnic groups, right? You have, 4. You can say there's 4. There's 5. Maybe, you got your blacks, your whites, your Mormons, your Masons, your Native American Indians, your Latinos, Canadians. If they think they're fucking special, they're just white people. They fall under white people because then they have their own Native American. They know better. They know that they have red men. They don't have there's not like Inuit attacks on the Canadians. There's not like black. The sickest people on earth are American, but it's a very small, geographically isolated Pennsylvania and Utah. Okay, most Americans are not are not geographically isolated into Pennsylvania and Utah. Okay, so. As long as those are the guys who have to take each other out. Either that or they're in it together. They're all a bunch of Republican bullet manufacturers, howitzer manufacturers. All they do is work for the industrial complex and build arm. None of these other channels will actually. And I wish I had more support. I could have more like-minded Edward Snowdens. I'm not mad at the federal government, okay? I appreciate the Whig Party passing the capital to the South. So basically the South is the international image of America. Everybody thinks Washington, Civil War, Gettysburg, that's where it starts. You have your New York regiment, Pennsylvania regiments. Most of the Civil War stories are really about, I can't pick and choose which order you heard about the Civil War. The Southern Army was part of the Northern Army until they decided they would fight. And then New York sent a lot of people. You swear other people like the Patriots, Massachusetts didn't do anything in the Civil War because they were so satisfied after beating the British, they didn't give a shit. The Civil War was between Ohio. Ohio started the Civil War by Cleveland. Cleveland started the Civil War. Yeah, that's what. Straight up. You better learn. See, Cleveland wouldn't tolerate the imaginary things they were thinking about down south. So, President Taylor had a camp. It was called Camp Taylor, which was in Cleveland. Those are the people that attacked the armory. Was it? The abolitionist movement from St. Louis, where it was okay for white people to just shoot other white people because they owned slaves. That's what these white people will do. These white people in Cleveland will be like, "Oh, you like slaves? I'm gonna shoot you now." Fucking crazy people, bro. And what is they're all Masons. Do not be confused by what random people at Camp Taylor means. Yeah. It's not the Catholic fucking boys' school from Cincinnati. That was currently Cincinnati was primarily a democratic welfare state for Catholics to move in. If you come into Cincinnati in 1850 talking about Christian, talking about Jesus, bro, they're gonna send you straight out, okay? They're gonna send you go straight out. Get the fuck out, okay? We're not even looking for Christians around here. We're looking for Catholics, okay? But if you want to be welcome in the city that you go to, you better like have something. I'm a Democrat, okay? I'm in a democratic San Francisco city. I have a lot in common with the working class, the fucking retired class, okay? Don't worry about people in college, grade school, kindergarten, okay? You might see some kids, but there's like less than 1 out of 100 people you see in San Francisco is a child. It's that rare. Britain switched to fiat currency in 1806. Also, Britain could make missiles in 1806. There's 220 years of British missile history. But there's been about 760 years of pistols. So you can get every single game you should play, seasons. I'd like to play Call of Duty 1305. I'll be talking about, I got that 50-year-old gun in Call of Duty 50. Currently, like, they should have the oldest. If the game was any good, you could just have the oldest guns. What, you don't need to have Glocks. Are they trying to simulate something or sell me something? Like, I see your product is still on the market. Put up something rare, like a hand cannon from Egypt that was used to defeat the Mongols, because Egypt had guns. Egypt had fucking guns, but don't be thinking like you're special. I'm American, I got a gun. Dude, Egypt had guns 800 years ago. The Turkish gun is better. If you think you're gonna compare your shit to a Turkish gun, it's funny, haha. It's funny, haha. We hit 147 views at the last check. Refresh.